We tend to do this silly thing, don't we, where we try and negatively control the outside world so that we can get what we want. And this is fine, but what it's telling us about ourselves is probably that we're acting from a disempowered state of being. So I'm going to give you one empowered way to manifest, and I'm going to describe the manifestation cycle exactly as I see it and what you need to do to be able to pump enough energy in the system so that your energy can create and manifest this life of your desires. So if you're interested, stick around. So this is what I like to see as the manifestation cycle or the manifestation circle. It's rung true in my life all of the time. And don't worry though, even if it feels like a far step away for you, it's nothing's too much of a far step away for us. It's just we might be believing that it is. Sometimes we can find ourselves in lots of pain in life, can't we? And we can find ourselves in a really struggling moment. And by all means, I resonate with that completely. It's actually what led me here. What they tend to say is there's this slingshot theory. Those who get flung that much further and that much faster back into the darkness are shot that much further and faster into the light. It's just an analogy. It's limited, but it does make sense in my life, having known my life experiences. That's not a pity plea. That's probably, I'm just saying it because someone out there is going to resonate with that. So not all is lost. Before we talk about the manifestation cycle, I just want to bring your attention down below, because what we're all here for is freedom, isn't it? Basically, we want to be free, however many ways that works inside and outside of ourselves. And so to do that, we have to shift into an empowered state of being. And the only real way to do that is sadhana, at least consistently. And so you can sign up down below for your freedom toolkit if you want. It's absolutely free. And there's also the freedom blueprint down below, which you can apply for. That's a paid product though, but I leave it up to you. So the manifestation cycle, or circle. I like to think of it as a circle because it continues. That's what we know about circles, isn't it? Is they're infinite and they just keep going and going and going. And in this way, it's kind of like that. Like we level up, but then there's another circle to complete, and we level up and there's another circle to complete. And for all of those things, the string or the tether that's holding those circles or cycles together is energy. We are only going to manifest the life that we truly desire and attract that in because our energy is vibrating in such a way. I don't like to use those words really, but it's scientifically proven. Vibration is a thing. That is what energy does. And that's what in fact we do. We are vibrational beings, can I say it in that way? And we can tell that if we just breathe, you do a few breaths like that, you're going to notice you start humming. Wom, 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 wom. It's because that's the nature of what we are, is vibrational in a sense. It's not the complete answer, but for now, and ease of use, that's where we're looking at. Now, any manifestation path or manifestation cycle usually begins with pain. And usually what's happening is that we're trying to control the physical existence, isn't it? And our manifestations with our mind and our will and our desire, and it doesn't tend to work, does it? Some people preach and teach that you just have to change your thinking. And I'm like, cool, tried that, doesn't work. You need to do something different. The root of what you are is vibration, and therefore you must go to the root, isn't it? You must change the vibratory rate of your beingness. And so to do that, you must get in a pranic level. Prana is just energy, and prana is also meaning and linked to breath. And so literally when you breathe, you become more of that spirit. You can open the pineal gland to jumping into treacherous waters there, isn't it? But we'll bring it back around to keep it real and alive in the body. The best way I found to be able to get into the prana of the system and change it and manipulate it is through breath. And yoga, because it just works. It's interesting, yoga doesn't need any marketing because it kind of just does exactly what it says on the tin, so long as you get the right training, that is. So don't go showing up to the gym signing up for that yoga class and thinking it's going to work, because that will probably be Western yoga, which is stretches, and so it needs to go a little bit deeper than that. Nonetheless, this first stage of the manifestation cycle is pain. We're trying to control, isn't it? And we can't control, not with our mind. I mean, more than welcome to have a look, give it a go. What we might notice though is that if the prana is enough in the system, if there's enough energy in the system, then we can, in a way, not control, but we can align with our life purpose, maybe. And then that which we think of will manifest, because that which we think of was necessary for our onward path. And then that's a wonderful feeling, because then you're deeply connected to life in that. But that wasn't egoic, that was intuited from that inner feeling, that larger feeling that we have inside, that's awakened inside of us because of our consistent practice of sadhana and our consistency of putting more prana into the system. So then the second stage of this manifestation cycle is an idea. But the only way we jump from that first stage, the pain, to this idea of what it is that we believe we may want, is again to shove a shed load of prana in the system. Many other teachers, and they're all great, are all talking about the same thing. You can use whatever permission slip you want to manifest your desires. One such permission slip, meaning you can give yourself permission to open up extra energy inside of yourself by using this technique, is yoga. And it's effective because it's physical and it works every single time. Another permission slip that other people might use is meditation. Although what I've learned about meditation, from my own experience, is meditation is a state of being that's earned, that's attained through the consistent practice of yoga. Meditation isn't necessarily something we just do. You can sit and you can try, but that's mostly all that it will be, although some people do find it very, very effective if they're very skilled at it, and that's cool with me, But most people, especially as beginners, they just find their mind is just there constantly. So this is why we do the yoga, to bring the mind into the body, so that we really connect on a vibrational, energetic, feeling level in the nervous system. So we get from the pain to the idea that we want for our life by putting prana in the system through consistent practice of sadhana. But then, of course, the energy levels are still not quite going to be high enough for us to manifest that idea yet, are they? Because it's going to take some work. It might even take some physical work. For example, what I do here, making the videos. Like, I wouldn't be where I am without making the videos. And I'm not really sure where even that is, because I'm still in the same place I started. So maybe I'm just talking out of my bum and talking absolute nonsense here. But in a way, there still is required some action, isn't there? We need to engage in some way with the physical world so that we can gain that which we want, or attract that which we're wanting for our life. And of course, it's always best if we can have the idea of I'm serving others too. If we're a taker, then we're not in alignment with the law of exchange, isn't it? And therefore, exchanging isn't necessarily going to happen in the best way, because we're going to let people down and we're going to annoy the hell out of them and probably exhaust them as we take more than we give. Everything. It's almost like the nature is lawful, isn't it? Like, I'm surprised that we think we can keep taking from nature, not put anything back, and then not expect it to go out of balance. We can see it, isn't it? Which is why I've been planting trees slowly in the background for all of my clients. And we're over 1,000 now, which is quite fantastic, and I'm really proud of it. I'll leave a link down below if you want to donate a tree. They're very, very cheap, but worthwhile for saving the environment. So we've now got this idea, but we're not quite at the energy levels for the real manifestation. That's the stage 3. Stage 3 is bringing this to life so that we get to see it in physical reality, enjoy it as a thing that's really here, whatever it is for you, the relationship or the business goal or the money goal, it can be whatever it is for you, so long as it's in alignment with your path, of course. And so long as we're in alignment with the whole, meaning it must be service-based, isn't it? You've got to serve, you've got to exchange something and keep the difference. You've got to be willing to serve somebody so wholeheartedly and deeply that they really do gain a very good benefit from it, and then pocket the difference. This is the cleanest way to manifest. And so again, the answer is to this, how do we get from the idea to the real manifestation? And again, really simple, really obvious actually, and you've probably double-stepped me here and you've jumped ahead and you get it. Like, you've got to put more prana in the system, more energy levels for the body, so that your body can be ready to be able to serve on this new level. One person once said to me, and I thought it was amazing, they said, I want to be a millionaire. And I sat there and I thought, oh, here we go. Yeah. Why do you want to be a millionaire? And he says, I want to be a millionaire because of the person it's going to make me become. Somebody also once said, if you win the lottery and get $1 million, then you better become a millionaire real quick or you're going to lose it all. What does it mean? It means the person that you have to become, the amount of people that you have to wholeheartedly serve and really make a difference in their life to become a millionaire would make you an amazing person. It's not about the goal. It's always about the process. Who am I going to become in this journey? And how do I become that next best version of myself? And the answer is always prana, energy. Plug in to the source of creation, to the source of life. This is what prana is, isn't it? And so that's the manifestation cycle. That's how you can get whatever it is that you truly desire. So here's to that. Lots of love. Namaste.